It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morgan. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Michigan's offense will go to work first. It was easily the most memorable post-game in the long and storied history of Michigan and Ohio State. It put an exclamation point on Michigan's season and in an odd way sort of propelled Ohio State in the same direction eventually.
I think this game last year was probably the most surprising game of the year for me, considering I thought Ohio State was going to go in and absolutely drub them. What I remember, David, they could never get the run game going. With Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson, they still somehow only ran for 77 yards in that game, and obviously this was the game they used as a motivator for their playoff run.
A big motivator, but let's not forget about what we really remember about this game. Hands being thrown, flags being planted, coaches taunting other coaches. It was everything you love about college football. Just give me half of that in this football game.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Buckeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Rushes on him. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Peoples. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll leave it with him. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, #1 versus #2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Got the first down and still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Pulls it in. It's Klare. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Power football with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. The give to the back. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Klare. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Sayin, setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. looking to fire. Bears the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in, it's Smith. He cannot get there, it'll be 4th down. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Underwood. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He slides that just inside the right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the side.
Breaks into the open. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Running to the left. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Jackson. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Sayin. Finds his man, it's Smith. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog. Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long...
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Underwood. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. Smashes through the tackle. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Donaldson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Jackson. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up. The short hands, it's Smith. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Turning it on! The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Here's a first down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Snagged out of the air. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He's got it on the run.
That is such a good job by the defense on 3rd down in their own end, rallying to the drag throw. Lots of offenses love to throw that because oftentimes there's a pick, a guy gets free, and he's able to just walk in. But the defense was prepared, and they're ready for it. They make the tackle in bounds, now setting up 4th.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They start this 3rd quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Pulls and throws off the RPO. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic, but...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try the run. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Simpson. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Caught in the backfield, it's Klein. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Grabbed over the middle, it's Tate. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Pressure coming.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
And the Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
To throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Gets rid of it. Got a man, it's McClain.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sense. Now a crucial third down on this drive. They'll move the tight end. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking for room. It's Haynes.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The play action fake. Oh, he wants it all. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The run up the middle, looking for the score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. You can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know.
Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll set up to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Gets the back moving, looking to throw at Sayin. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. They'll leave it with the lone back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple of touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's caught. It's McClain. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. To the air, it's Sayin. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Donaldson. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Donaldson. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down. Just keep slinging it. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Simpson. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 3rd. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.